All right, hey guys, welcome. It is iLink125, and it is September 2023 as of recording of this, which means that Starfield has just released. So instead of playing Starfield, I'm going to be playing Enderal today. If you haven't played this mod for Skyrim, you absolutely need to. Like, I kid you not, I think this is a better game than Skyrim. So let's just get started, I guess. Alright, so we are in Enderal. And we've just gotten our first quest. I have to talk with Daddy. He wants to tell me something important. So if you've never played any of the Sure AI mods, well, for the Elder Scrolls games, I should say, they can be quite creepy, and this sensitivity is incredibly creepy, so let me quickly change that. It's still a bit low. Let's just put it up to half. Yeah, that's a bit better. So these mods can be quite creepy. These games, I'm not going to just say mods because they are essentially full second games, but they can be quite creepy. I keep saying that, I know. I'm like a broken record, but you'll see. So here we are in this landscape. We were on this cart, and we can't really interact with a whole lot right now. We can't go in third person at all. But there's a path ahead of us and some sunlight. It looks like the sun is setting because it's in the west. We got some horses up here. Look at that depth of field effect when I look at the horse. Oh, we got a ruined house here. Now I've played this before, so I could just continue BSing you and pretending like, oh, ooh, look at this ruined house. Inside this house, there's this book, The Nutritiousness of Meat. Oh, let's read that. Even the Ash people, so meat is life. Even the Ash people who were populating this world before us knew that. Each time they killed an enemy in a battle, they tore out the liver and heart of the fallen and ate them together with their family. By doing so, just as everyone knows, the strength of the being enemy is passed on. But as we are living in a time in which eating fellows is nonsensically seen as barbaric, we, the friends of the bloody meat, have to settle for animal sources. A bit ominous. Talking about cannibalism, if you didn't pick up on that. But you can see it's kind of... This house is massively destroyed, kind of burnt a bit. These books over here are burnt, with one book left. Here we've got a doll and the same book, The Nutritiousness of Meat. I've got two of them in my inventory now. Look at this chicken over here. We got this creepy statue up here. And this other creepy statue over here. So I am running Enderal on Special Edition, which means it actually runs better. I don't know if any of you have played the original Enderal on the original Skyrim, which I have. I've done a full playthrough of Enderal on the original Skyrim. It had issues with running, with performance. This one doesn't have as many, as far as I can tell. We got this angel statue, and we got this scribbled note. O Lord, O Maker, I can hear you calling. I feel your love. I know about your sacrifice. Without you, I am nothing. A twig on the currents of time, a sheep without shepherd. Free me from my vices and forgive me my trespasses. Forgive too my wife and my child. Deliver me from my pains, and bless us with your everlasting mercy. So someone's a bit religious over here. Got this giant creepy statue. We are massively fenced in. We can't see much. It looks like we're on some sort of like cliff, perhaps. High up in the mountains. Oh. I heard what sounds like someone, yep, chopping wood. So there's one person here. Press E to talk with Daddy.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. So, how did it go? Did you find it?
What is this place, Daddy? Where are we?
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just Mommy, sister, you and me. Now tell me, how did it go? Did you find it?
No, I didn't find it.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh well, who knows? Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
Okay. Sure. You seem trustworthy. Now, I don't know if you've picked up on it, but we can't really interact with a whole lot of stuff right now. Oh. And I'm up on the fence, but there is an invisible wall preventing me from going any further. And we can't see much land. If I open the map, we are in the middle of the ocean. Why are we in the middle of the ocean right now? I thought we were in a mountain. Oh, I can get a tomato, though. And take a knife with me. So there's stuff we can interact with. Take a leak, perhaps. Open the forbidden door. Requires a key. We gotta look for our mother. Alright, so actually there's a lot more stuff you can interact with in here than I thought there was. The nutritiousness of meat again. But there's this one. The art of crispy meat. Who doesn't know that? You're looking forward to a nice crispy piece of meat after a hard day of work, but your useless child, who you instructed to cook it, gives you a charred something instead. You castigate them, but the problem stays the same. You are hungry, which means that there is no other way than doing it yourself. Walk to the fireplace, cut out a big bloody chunk of the animal, and throw it into the kettle. And lo and behold, slowly the pleasant smell of burned life reaches your nostrils. Is there anything better than that? I don't think so. So we were introduced to a second book, and a lot of meat eating going on here. There's just a door, trapdoor, and they all require keys. Daddy's savory meat pies. Ingredients: 2 pounds of minced meat, 1 jar of flour, a handful of bruised garlic, a handful of ground whisperweed, half a jar of meat broth, and a pinch of sugar. That's just a recipe. There's the elk. Hello, Daddy.
my, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we?
But what about Mommy and the sister?
What? Now when you look at that, I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember? You murdered them back then, both of them. But hey, no use crying over spilled milk, right? At least this means there's more meat for the two of us. You still remember how to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
But I didn't kill them, Daddy. It was the masked men.
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And, oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
But I didn't kill them, Daddy. It was the masked men.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining? You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have made me just a little less merciful. Just a little less pious. Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
A nice day in summer. Completed.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most: to be ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny. The loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today. Shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, a clockwork, having long stood still. Its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
Shh, hey, quiet, damn it. You wanna wake up the entire ship or what?
Oh man, what happened?
Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh.
Serious.
I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and...
Starship? Like the
Not
Enterprise?
like this. Some things never change, I guess. Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
Blame myself. What makes you think that?
Well, there must be a reason that you dream the same thing over and over, mustn't there? I'm no scholar, but maybe these dreams are trying to tell you something. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, maybe. But even if I do, what difference does it make?
None. You're right. But who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing. Only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
It's not our fault the ship was so poorly guarded, and we couldn't have afforded a passage fee anyways.
Not our fault. Damn it, we're thieves. Frauds. And unlike you, I actually have a problem with that. But anyway, what's done
Sirius
is
does
done.
like that, by the
I
way.
just hope the Andralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
Alright, well, I'm just going to quickly make the character, then we'll cut back.
An Eterna, right. She was one of the last of her kind to leave Maya Awanath, wasn't she? Ironic. Seems some parents pass on their fates to their children. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand... Wait. You hear that? Shit. Someone's coming.
Nowadays, just
We don't need any coal.
want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the
Sounds
good
like an
days
orc.
back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway, enough of the chit chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp!
Alright.
Good. Now, quiet.
Alright.
Here we go.
Everyone quiet down.
Smells like Vartier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the crest of the Blue Island Coalition on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Okay.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one.
So I think I'm going to try to piss Sirius off. Die, Reek.
To the face.
Yeah.
Come on, dodge. You can do it.
Having trouble. Alright, Rick is dead. Alright. So we're gonna try to upset Sirius.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. Oh, what in blazes are we going to do now?
Let's kill them. It's safer that way.
Kill them? Blazes, are you out of your mind? I don't want to start a new life as a murderer. This entire blind passenger thing is...
I've never done these dialogue options before.
Oh, by the gods, why does nothing in my life ever go as planned? Tie them up. Yes. Yes, that's it. We need to tie them up and gag them. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on. Help me search. There must be a rope or something. And I thought we were over the hump when we made
Alright,
it on
here's the
board.
rope up here.
It just can't ever be easy, can it?
Poor lost souls. The probabilities have turned against you.
What the... Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance. But my identity is irrelevant, as are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. And I believe you, but sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
What the... Oh no! No! What are you doing, please? Just don't leave. We just wanted to...
Ooh. Prologue, A New Life.
After we had left Ostian, the two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us, the war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you. You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, peel potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship. Pull him up, Ruger.
But Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
But you can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie him and his friend together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
All right, so that's why the map showed us out in the middle of the sea, because we were in the middle of the sea. One more cutscene, and then the game begins for real.
Breathe.
Tell me, what is time to the dead? Dreaming anyway.
So many people just talk, and
How
never...
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I did.
It's just stay there. And there was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again,
This just isn't happening.
what is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
Oh. What? Where am I? So here we are in Enderal's main level up mechanic. So unlike Skyrim where you hit tab and go upwards to get your perks, this is where you'll be picking your perks. So we've got Focus, Tempest, and Assassination as our main trees, but we've also got Lycanthrope and Phasmalist. I think for this little preview, we're just going to be a sword and board guy. So I'm going to choose Tempest. So this memory unlocks all warrior disciplines for you. It also reduces the weight of heavy armor by 10 points and grants you the talent Rage, which raises your weapon damage for a short time. Tier 1 is a 7-second duration, Tier 2 is 11, and Tier 3 is 15. So we've learned Tier 1 Tempest. If we go to our magic, I can then equip it. If we hit Y, we will leave our meditation. And now we wake up on the shore of Enderal, feeling dizzy. It starts with the dreams. Let me just make sure my FOV is 100 still. Find a way to reach inland. So you can see that we are just down here. We just kind of washed up along this river. You can explore a bit of this area. And there are some goodies to find. Like down here we can find a health potion rancid, a scroll of boon, and some spare parts. We can get a couple pennies. But we're gonna, just to keep this video moving along, we're just gonna head into this first dungeon. So this area should be fairly familiar, because this is the area that we dreamt about. We can read our journal with J, and look at our stats with H. So my name is Brand, I'm an adventurer class. And I have 90 health, 98 mana, 95 stamina, 0% arcane fever, and 50 experience points. Up here we got some more potions, a torch, and a pickaxe. I'll equip the pickaxe as a weapon. We search the skeleton for a knife as well. So I'll equip a knife, and we will do some dual wielding for now. So if we come along this path, we will... This ruin, just like in the vision. So there's the ruin, but there's also this over here. Flesh this lost one so we can get an iron sword and a shovel. We can mine some iron ore. Skyrim mining animation, of course, is always great. So I'm going to equip the sword because it does more damage than the pickaxe. And you'll see there's a bit of a tent up here. There's blood down this way. And I think there should be, yeah, some rats. Two pit rats that don't have much on them. Salt, skeleton. Empty chest. So someone was out here trying to do some mining, but got killed by those rats. Now we're going to enter the abandoned temple. The first dungeon. So we're just going to do a basic playthrough of this dungeon, and that'll be where this video ends. So you are raising your skills with learning books. Take the book at the skeleton's feet and use it. Open your inventory with I. So there should be a book down here. One-handed apprentice. So I use this book now. My one-handed skill is now 16. We can look at it right over here. The higher the skill, the more damage you do. One-handed is subject to the memories of the Blade Dancer. You're missing something to activate the mechanism. So we have to find something to activate that mechanism with. So I'm going to equip the torch. That'll help me to see. Ah, here we go. Rune key. I can put the rune key in there. And now, these platforms will rise. But what you can do is, if you don't want to jump up these platforms, you can just stand on this last one and let it raise you up. And now we're going up on the elevator. Oh, bats. So now we're at a four-way intersection. If we go to the left first, we'll enter this room. Certain areas, healing spells, and health potions raise your arcane fever. Drink ambrosia to lower it again. So if you want to be a mage, you have to come into this room where your arcane fever will raise. And here is Scroll of Boon, Old Robes, Grounding, Ambrosia. I think that's it for this room. So you have to take a hit to your Arcane Fever. If we look at this now, my Arcane Fever is now at 10%. And with that, we can equip these robes, which will give us 11 armor. Alright. I think that straight ahead's the main way, so if we go to the right now. Yeah. come into another room. Now here you'll see this scrap metal of an ancient nation, as well as a key to the Forgotten Temple. Let me equip the torch again. You can see. I might just hold the torch, honestly. But yeah. So we got this key now. Key to the Forgotten Temple. Which, to find the Forgotten Temple, you will have to leave this dungeon. This one is not the Forgotten Temple that this key is used for. That is a different dungeon that you can discover in the world. I'm just going to continue following this path. Into this room, where we will see there's a bunch of marksman stuff. So we got this brittle longbow now. I think if we also swim down this way, we can find something down here. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I thought there was something in here, but maybe not. I'm wrong about that, I guess. That's fine. We open this door now. Open this door. The corpses in the light. They're gone. So this is one of the rooms we saw in that cutscene with all the charred corpses. And now we enter the second part of this dungeon, which is this big room. This machine. Why does it seem so familiar? I wonder. So there's this game's got a really good and interesting storyline going on, and you should really stick with it. These introductory cutscenes really do foreshadow quite heavily what's to come. Now, one cool thing that the Sure AI games do is they have these ice claws. You found an ice claw. An ice claw will permanently raise your carry weight by 1 point when eaten. So if I come here now, my carry weight is 353. It's 354 now. So there are collectible items to increase your carry weight that you can find in the world. So that's a nice quality of life thing. Because obviously Bethesda games are quite bad when it comes to carry weight. We're just going to come down this way and continue through this dungeon. And you can collect all that crap if you want to. And now we're stuck a bit. Let me actually put this torch back on. Now you can see another health potion, another pickaxe, human flesh and human heart. So there's more through this water wheel, but we have to get through the water wheel somehow. There's a pickaxe here. Oh, what's this? A valve. By turning the valve, this water wheel will begin to raise. Just like that. Alright, we're gonna want a bit of a quick save up here because, well, you'll see. Yeah, the water wheel is still turning technically. I guess it's the water's flowing from this way. So just told me how to sneak. And you might want to sneak here because there is someone here and I can't really see him. Oh, right there. Oh. Alright, we're gonna want to run away from this guy. This guy's kind of tough. But just like this, we are out of the dungeon. We've entered into Enderal. Start a new beginning. You've earned experience points, earn enough to receive enough to level up. So we've got to find a way out of the ravine, but we can also collect pumpkins to hasten health regen and mana fungi to hasten the regeneration of mana. So there's a pumpkin right there. We've already got 3 pumpkins. So that's pretty good. 4 and 5. And I think this is mana fungi here. So by collecting 3 of those, we will be golden. So I'm just looking around. The foliage is quite dense. So it might be a bit easy to miss them, but I think we found all 3. And we can see this valley down here. The LOD isn't super great down there, you can see, but this is the world that we're in. We are right over here. Yeah, alright, let's continue down. Here we go. So this moon carrot here, this branch here, will actually heal you. So if you find one in the world and you need a heal, that is good to use. I did say we weren't quite done with the dungeon, and we aren't. We're gonna go to the abandoned tower now. And continue downwards. Well, quick save, perhaps. Flame bite. Use the traps to your advantage by defeating enemies with them. So there's a troll over there. So I'm gonna do... Oh, he's healing. Oh, I definitely mistimed that trap. Alright. Oh. Alright, we'll try that again. Oh. Damn it. Alright. Alright, we can get it this third time. I'm going to let him come back this way a bit. Oh. Or I'll let him kill himself. And with that, we got to level up. We've earned 5 learning points, 4 craft points, and 1 memory point. We'll get some more health, I think. And we can now see we have this many points here. Of course, we got some more books. So these all take up a learning point. So I do this now, we only have 1 learning point left. And I think he's guarding something that we want, perhaps. More arrows. So he's got different gear. So you get this vagrant dress and this heavy leather gauntlets. So he had some more gear. I guess we could have just snuck past him if we really wanted to, but you've got like little puzzles like that in this game. Is this old sword is about the same, but it looks cooler, I think. So you might have noticed this thing. This is a magical symbol. These are collectibles you can find. Another collectible. There's 100 of them in the game. Try to find them all. You'll get experience for finding them. And just like that, we are outside of this building. I'm going to equip the knife. And we've got some wolves to fight. There we are. Yep, so just like this, we can now come down this way. And this is where we're going to end this one-shot look at Enderal. From here on out, there's a bit of story, but after that, you are free to explore the world. It's not... I don't know if it's as large as Skyrim. I couldn't tell you that, but there is a lot to discover here. A lot of interesting stuff. Some good role-playing game design, really. So I hope you guys will check this game out. I'm probably going to gear up for another proper playthrough of Enderal for myself. We'll see. There's other games I want to play as well. Plus, I have to finish playing Narum. I started that one. So, we'll see if I play Enderal on my own. But, in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I think I will have another one-shot coming up fairly soon. It depends on how I'm scheduling these uploads. It depends on if I'm doing a bunch of reaction videos ahead of this or not, or if I'm gonna sprinkle the reactions in between the one-shots. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.